Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. A top 10 showdown takes center stage here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Lacey. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Fires to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Kick is in the air. Fields the punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here's Reed to throw. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
2nd and long here. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, gonna throw it. With the catch, it's Horton. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Right side, it's Craver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. No room to bring it back. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quick give, it's Lacey. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They give it to him again. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Powers inside. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Oftentimes when offenses get a 1st down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Haas. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Caught, it's Gill. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Rebels. He got loose and it was lights out after that. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Deep in the end zone, it's Bussey. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And now this offense will take the field again. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire playbook.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll run it on the counter. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 25. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Reed. Caught over the middle. It's Craver. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Moves the pocket. It's Reed. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
He's got it down the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws. They're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Still looking. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Turning it on. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Chambliss. Out wide left, it's Haas.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Looking left. Makes the grab. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
The Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Lacy. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rebels!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. One final play before the end of the quarter. Throwing Reed. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw, it's Reed. In traffic, it's Owens. They get him on the ground. And with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Reed finds his man. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Straight ahead, it's Owens. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
3rd and 3. They'll try to get the first through the air. Left side is Horton. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Reed to throw. Rush is on. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Third and long right here. Again, it's Reed. Turns it upfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab past the marker. Touchdown, Aggies! And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you've got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Back to throw, it's Chambliss. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Keeps it himself. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
I don't know about the play call there. 3rd and long, and you're going option, and the defense, give them credit. They took everything away. The quarterback had to keep it himself. Defense is fine, giving up a couple of yards, but that's all you're going to get against the athleticism they have on that side of the football. I think that was a play the offense should have thrown it.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
Reed. Out wide right, it's Horton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Push is ahead. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a 1st down.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that 1st down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Lacy. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Rides to the back. Nice move there. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Tells the run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Smashes ahead. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, it's Bussey. There he goes. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Throwing Reed. Here comes the heat. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Chambliss. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Haas. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Drives inside. Powers through the defender. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Drops back on first down. Holds on, it's Haas. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Right side, it's Alexander. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. On the return, it's Bussey. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
On the RPO, got it. Nice pick up there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Play action with Reed. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Out wide left, it's Riley. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Reed makes the grab. It's Riley.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Piles his way ahead. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Looking to pass, it's Reed. Left side is Craver. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Here's Reed to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And he gets it away.
Well, the QB and receiver are trying to hook up there on a curl route, but the DB just had better coverage and he knocked it away.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Right at the line. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Out wide right, it's Riley. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Hits inside, it's Lacey. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Sells the run, looking to pass. Buying time to his right. He'll pull it down. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Lindsey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Goes high to pull it in. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Man, I love defenders that are able to get up in the receiver's face, challenge them, and press coverage at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defending against the slant.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quick give. It's Lindsey. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Tells the run, wants to pass. Rolls right. Lets it fly. Back of the end zone, incomplete, and the flag. I think this is going to be offensive pass interference. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. The Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lindsey. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Chambliss. Look out! Incomplete, going for the touchdown, but instead I think they're going to have to wear a penalty. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Reed. Got it in the middle. It's Craven. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll send the tight end in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And he avoids the sack.
It's not just about sacks and getting the quarterback on the ground. When you can hurry him up, speed up that thought process, get near his legs, all those things lead to incompletions and sometimes mistakes.
Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a 3rd down. Throwing Reed. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing... Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to... Man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Between the hashes, it's Horton running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Reed. Going to take a shot. They took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Trying to squeak through the pile. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Rush right in his face. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Here's Reed to throw. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here of the game in the 4th quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium. And on that 4th down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie. And the comeback is on.
Man, and these hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Straight ahead, it's Lacey. He's past the marker. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Rush is on. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. To throw, it's Chambliss. Right side, it's Haas. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lets it fly. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Running inside, it's Lindsey. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Out wide left, it's Haas. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Cuts it upfield. It's Lindsey. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Chambliss. Throws for the tight end. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. From the gun, it's Owens. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Hand it to the back. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
All tied up, under a minute to play. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
674, take off. 674, take off.
Right back to the well. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Reed. Left side, it's Riley. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Now on the move. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through. And Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And, David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Chambliss. Here's a throw downfield late. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
They're all over him. It's a sack. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.